Here we have a used 2015 Hyundai Santa Fe. This Santa Fe comes in the sport trim level in frost white pearl, and then we have beige leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. That's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And then this particular Santa Fe has a little over 86,000 miles, so let's see how it's held up. As we come around to the front end here, we have our halogen headlamps, fog lights, and then we do have LED light strip there. Good looking front end though. I like the design here. Of course, it's not as nice as the newer ones, but not bad. Just a little bit of road rash on the front. That frost white definitely hides a lot of the rock chips there. But down here we have these 18-inch aluminum wheels. It's a little curb rash on pretty much all of them. I think this back right one might be in good shape, but not terrible. Passive keyless entry on the front doors. Power mirror controls are here. Pick a side. You can offset it in the middle, and then you can toggle which direction you want either mirror to go there. Rear window lock here. Power door lock controls. One-touch automatic up and down windows for the front. Regular power windows for the back. Bottle holder there. Storage. That's how you open the gas cap. Over here we can toggle the blind spot monitors, active eco mode, brightness of the gauge cluster, downhill brake control, traction control. We do have a foot pedal parking brake, and there's the release for the hood. And then here we have the power driver's seat with lumbar support. I think that's actually 4-way, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty impressive. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" in my driving position. So we're gonna go ahead and check out this rear seat space. But first and foremost, one of the coolest things about this is, especially in the lower sport trim, we have these rear window blinds. These are a must, I think, if you have kids back here, especially younger kids, they're trying to take a nap. But decent leg room back here, seat back pockets on both sides. And you can option this with a 3rd row, I believe, even in these 15s. But this one doesn't have that. But still, not bad leg room again. And you can also recline the seat if you want to, and then move it forward and back. But this is as far back as it goes. But that kind of shows you the difference. That's with it reclined all the way up, and that's with it back. So a huge difference. And we have bottle holders here. One more look at the front. And then for our grab handle, I love how they did this hanger hook. We could probably hang 2 plastic hangers or 3-4 metal hangers on that little hook there. And then what we can also do is grab this, and then that'll fold it flat when the seat up front is tilted far enough. But I'll show you better on the other side. There's the gas cap there. Should take regular, no problem. And then as we come around to the back end here, that frost white pearl does look good, especially in this early morning sunlight. I like that exhaust tip there. There's a spare underneath. We do have a power lift gate. And then from the back, we can also fold the seats down. So that's the right side there. Left side is over here. So it's nice that you have that flexibility, whether you're just getting in or if you're coming from the 2nd row, you want to fold it that way, you can do either. And good storage in here, jack and all that's right there. And then we do have a 12-volt. So everything just seems really practical from this perspective. Button feels kind of weird. We're gonna go over here to this front passenger side, take a look at this seat. And it is great that we get power here. So I'm gonna adjust that and then show you how this folds flat right there. Now with the seat being a bit more bulky, it doesn't fold completely flat, but the seat itself, I mean, you can see pretty much does the job. And then if we want to get it back up, you got to pull here. And I like the trim here. That looks really nice. And then lockable glove compartment here. We still have the owner's manual in this one. And then right there in the middle, we have the aux input, USB A port, 212 volts. And I like that you can either pull a cord from that side if you want it out the way for the front passenger. Well, let's go ahead and come back to the front, have a look underneath this hood here. And there's a 2-liter turbo 4. It's mostly covered up. But I like how much space is in the engine bay as well. It doesn't look like everything is packed in there. But now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So a lovely leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Now over to the radio, we do have a CD drive there, where we get AM, FM. Then we also have XM radio. We can toggle through all of that there. There's the Bluetooth audio. So when those are hooked up, you can set that up. And then volumes here, you can click there to turn the audio off. Seek, go through different folders, all of that. So it's a pretty it's pretty easy to walk through the system, but what's great is you have buttons for pretty much everything. You can also use this when you're not in the radio section. For example, through the setup, you can scroll through your actual options here and use it as like a button almost. And then you can go through all that, and then when you get in here, you kind of have to do that. But again, it's a simple system, but there's a lot in here, if that makes sense. Little storage up here. And we're gonna turn the display on and off there. Now down here we have dual zone automatic climate controls, fan speed, auto, temperature for either side, defrosters, and then you can decide where the airflow is coming from by using this mode button here, and then you can turn the dual mode on or off there. And then we do have a backup camera. And then for the shifter, just hit this lever, reverse, neutral, drive, come over here, manually shift. And then we do have 3-stage heated seats for the driver, front passenger as well. Bottle holders, center console, cubby space, decent size, and we have the removable tray as well. Garage door transmitters here. Not how good that lighting is, but. And then here we have our sunglasses holder. And you can also hit this button to open or close that power tailgate from up front. There's a view of the back seat from up here. And then we have the vanity mirror there. And we can turn that light on or off. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So when you actually open the mirror, it's supposed to come on, but I guess you gotta hit it manually. Okay, yeah, so you hit this manually, and then when you close it, it'll hit that off for you. So that's pretty cool. I just hate you have to turn the light on manually, but it's fine. Now back to the steering wheel. Blinkers here. Now the fog light toggle is there, and then we can turn our auto mode, auto lights on, low beams, or we can turn all the lights off there. And then high beams are there when the lights are on, and we can flash there. Windshield wiper controls, one time off, intermittent, low, high, and we can adjust the intermittent here. And then we have the rear wiper here, low, high. And then we push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. Now volume controls are here. We can adjust that. Mute buttons here. We can go through the audio sources there. And then we can go through our presets using these arrows here. And then voice recognition, Bluetooth controls there. All of this is for the gauge cluster, that digital part in the middle. So hit this to go through the different sub menus. Tire pressure sensors, and then you can use this to go through the menu itself. And then this is like an enter button. And then you can change the language, temperature units, all of that. And then over here, this is what toggles your steering mode. So you have 3 different steering modes: comfort, normal, or sport. And then all of this is your cruise. So cruise on or off there, cancel, set, and all of that there. Push button start. Finally, Here's the key fob. And now let's go ahead and take this 2015 Santa Fe Turbo out on the road for a test drive.